Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Literature. I am really happy to have you here today. In this video, I am going to explore Clear Light of Day by Anita Desai, a beautiful and emotional novel that focuses on family relationships, memories, and human emotions. Unlike stories filled with action and dramatic events, this novel talks about the quiet struggles people face inside their hearts. Set in Old Delhi, the story follows the lives of four siblings Bhim, Tara, Raja, and Baba, and shows how the past continues to influence their present lives. As I explain the novel, you will understand how misunderstandings, silence, and memories shape relationships over time. So stay with me till the end because I will explain the story in the simplest and clearest way possible. Now, before I move into the story, let me tell you a little about the author, Anita Desai. She is one of the most respected Indian writers in English and is famous for her deep psychological understanding of characters. Her novel Clear Light of Day, published in 1980, was shortlisted for the prestigious Booker Prize and brought her international recognition. What makes Anita Desai's writing special is her ability to focus on emotions and inner thoughts instead of external action. While reading this novel, you will notice that the story feels calm, reflective, and deeply personal. Through her detailed storytelling, Desai beautifully shows how the past and present are connected in shaping human relationships. Now let's talk about the setting of the novel. The story is mainly set in Old Delhi, especially inside the Das family house. And this house is not just a building, it almost feels like a character itself. It carries memories of childhood, happiness, pain, and silence. The story keeps moving between the past and the present, helping us understand how time changes people and relationships. The atmosphere of Old Delhi, with its quiet streets and old surroundings, perfectly matches the emotional mood of the story. Through this setting, Anita Desai creates a feeling of warmth, loneliness, and fading memories of all at the same time. The novel revolves around four siblings Bhim, Tara, Raja, and Baba. As I explain their personalities, you will notice that each sibling deals with life and memories differently. Bhim is strong and independent, Tara is emotional and sensitive, Raja is idealistic and deeply interested in poetry, while Baba lives quietly in his own world. Even though they grow in the same house, their personalities develop in very different ways. Through these characters, Anita Desai shows that people react differently to the same experiences and situations. Let's first talk about Bhim or Bimla, who is one of the most important characters in the novel. She stays in the old family house and takes care of Baba while also managing the household responsibilities. Unlike Tara, she chooses not to marry and instead focuses on her duties and career. On the outside, Beam appears confident and practical, but inside she carries deep emotional pain, especially connected to her brother Raja. As I move through the story, you will realize that her anger and loneliness have slowly built up over the years. Her journey in the novel is mainly about understanding, forgiveness, and emotional healing. Now, coming to Tara, she is quite different from Bim. Tara is more independent, emotional, and secure. As a child, she often feels ignored and lonely, and these feelings continue even in adulthood. She marries Bakul and moves away from Delhi. hoping to leave the past behind. But when she returns to the old house, old memories begin to return strongly. Through Tara's character, Anita Desai shows that it is not easy to escape the past. Even if people try to move on, unresolved emotions continue to affect them deeply. Next is about Raja. So, another important character in the novel. During childhood, Raja shares a close relationship with Bhim. He loves Urdu poetry and greatly admires Hyder Ali, their Muslim neighbor. Raja dreams of a refined and cultural life different from ordinary family responsibilities. However, as time passes, his relationship with Bhim becomes strained because of certain decisions he makes regarding property and family matters. Bhim feels deeply hurt and betrayed by him. Through Raja's character, Anita Desai explores themes like ambition, cultural identity, and the emotional complexity of sibling relationships. The fourth sibling is Baba. Baba is very different from the others. He lives quietly in his own isolated world and rarely interacts with people. Most of his time is spent listening to old records and repeating routines. Baba represents innocence and vulnerability in this story. Through him, I can also explain the emotional burden carried by Bim, who takes care of him throughout her life. Baba's character also symbolizes escape from reality. Instead of facing the harshness of life, he completely withdraws from it. One of the most important themes in the novel is memory and its effect on the present. Throughout the story, the narrative moves back and forth between past and present. While reading or understanding the novel, you will realize that childhood experiences continue to influence the characters even many years later. Small incidents from their younger days still shape their emotions and decisions. Anita Desai presents memory not just as is something remembered but as a living force that controls relationships and emotions. Another major theme in the novel is the passage of time. Time is clear light of day does not feel simple or straight. Instead, the past and present exist together. The old house, the surroundings, and even the relationships show the effect of time. Some things fade away, while some emotions remain strong forever. Through this theme, Anita Desai reminds readers that although people change over time, certain feelings continue to stay within them. The novel also suggests that understanding the past is necessary for finding peace in the present. Family relationships from the emotional center of the novel. The bond between the siblings is filled with both love and misunderstandings. Sometimes they feel close to each other, and at other times they become distant and silent. One thing you will notice is that many problems in the family happen because feelings are never openly expressed. Anita Desai presents family life in a very realistic way. She shows that families are not perfect and that relationships require patience, understanding, and forgiveness. Forgiveness is especially important in Beam's emotional journey. For many years, she carries anger and resentment toward Raja because she feels abandoned and hurt by his actions. But slowly, as the story progresses, Beam begins to reflect on her emotions more deeply. She eventually understands that holding on to bitterness only increases pain. By forgiving Raja, she finally finds inner peace. Through this message, Anita Desai teaches readers that healing begins when people learn to let go of anger. The novel also explores the role of women in society through characters like Beam and Tara. Beam chooses independence and responsibility, while Tara follows a more traditional path through marriage and family life. Interestingly, the novel does not judge either choice. Instead, Anita Desai shows that every path comes with its own struggles and sacrifices. This balanced portrayal makes the story feel realistic and relatable even today. One thing that makes this novel unique is its calm and reflective atmosphere. There are no sudden twists or dramatic action scenes. Instead, the focus remains on thoughts, emotions, memories, and relationships. Some readers may feel the story moves slowly, but that slow pace actually helps readers understand the characters more deeply. Anita Desai's simple yet powerful language creates an emotional and thoughtful mood throughout the novel. Symbolism is also used beautifully in the story. The old house represents memory, continuity, and family history. It connects the past with the present. The garden reflects changing relationships and emotional states. Even small details like silence, music, and old records carry deeper meaning. Through these symbols, Anita Desai adds richness and depth to the novel, making the story more meaningful and layered. As the story moves toward its ending, there is a sense of emotional understanding and acceptance among the characters. There is no dramatic climax, but there is quiet emotional resolution. Bim especially reaches a point where she can finally let go of her anger and pain. This ending feels realistic because in real life, change often happens slowly through a small realization rather than sudden events. So, overall, Clear Light of Day is a deeply emotional and thoughtful novel that explores the complexities of family relationships and human emotions. Through simple storytelling, Anita Desai talks about important themes like memory, time, forgiveness, loneliness, and understanding. Even today, the novel remains relevant because it reflects real human experiences and emotions. It reminds us that peace comes when people understand the past and learn to accept both themselves and others. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope this explanation helped you understand Clear Light of Day in an easy and interesting way. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to World of Literature. Keep reading, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.